authentic listening. So allow the listening, Shravana, to happen in the pure awareness space so that we can do Manana and Nidhyasana later on when we listen to all this great truth. Let's invoke Swamiji. Please join the palms together in Amanjali Mudra in front of your heart center. Let's chant the Sadguru Vandana followed by 3 times Mahavakya by invoking the Guru's presence to bless us for a insightful and amazing experience of the truth. Take a deep breath. Nithyanandam Paramasukaram Kevalam Jnanamutim Vandvatitam Gaganashatrisham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Savadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavaditam Trigunarahitam Satguruntam Namami. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. So bow down to our beloved Guru to bless us in this session in receiving the great truth, powerful cognition from today's lesson. Okay, so let's begin. Next slide. So once again, for the people who are joining this for the first time or new, let's understand the power of satsangs. See, all these insights are taken from Swamiji's past satsang discourses that he delivered in the morning. And he says these words. He said, whenever a seeker, a sincere seeker, melts down in deep trust and relaxes, not just only have trust, but able to melt down and relax, the transmission of the lamps happens automatically, whether you're sitting with him personally or not, it doesn't matter. So it means that the satsang is beyond time and space. Even now, we're listening to these satsangs, after you've been delivered for the last more than 10 years, or even, 50 years in the future. Be very clear, these truth still stands because the insights delivered by Bhagavan, Nithyananda Paramashivam, are the eternal truth that stand, firm across time and space. So, and he said transmission of the lamp happens automatically. This is very important because as a realized being, incarnation, the lamp that is delivering this truth is like light, bringing light to our darkness, ignorant. Darkness in Hinduism is symbolized as the darkness. It means ignorant. When you're ignorant, you make a lot of mess, you make a lot of mistakes, you suffer. So when a guru happens and he delivers this great truth, suddenly it's like a light that enters into the darkness. So naturally you become also lit. Your lamp is also lit just like him. Okay? So let's enjoy today's session. Next slide. So in today's insight, we're going to enter into insight 57. So we've covered 56 insights so far in the last 14 lessons. So today we're entering into insight 56. He said, how the master works on you. This is very fascinating. See, these satsangs, he give a very thorough understanding. So please listen carefully. It's got many slides, so I need you to listen. Provide listening in restful awareness. He say the whole process of the master working on you is like grading a coconut. You know how a coconut, when you grade a coconut, right? From both sides. He say, if you're living with me, if you live physically with him in, let's say, in ashram, I will just break the whole shell and put you in sahaja samadhi, that means in restful awareness, because I'm not just the cosmos. I'm not just this 6-foot form that you're seeing in front. The master is also the whole, the macrocosm. So he's not just the microcosm, he's also the macrocosm. Okay? So the grinding, the drilling goes on from both sides. His form as a guru, and then also as a cosmic, form as the macrocosm. So both sides, the microcosmic Nithyananda, which is you can see and touch as a guru. On the other side is the macrocosmic Nithyananda, which is Paramashiva himself. So he said, I will grind your identity from both sides, as a guru and also as the cosmic form. Okay, so my form, the microcosmic biomemory in me, is only grinding the fruit side of you, the fruit. Okay, the soft white side of the coconut. In the coconut there's a white, the fruit side, the white portion of it. However, my macrocosmic biomemory, the me, the big Paramashiva, the source, who is present everywhere, is grinding you from the shell, the outside. So both will be grinding your patterns and your grinding down your ego and your identity. So be very clear. That's why when you have a guru, he's both the guru and also the cosmic, source, which is working on each one of us on both ends. So that's why he say, understand why he's saying that working on both sides, inside and outside. Next. So he said, please understand this cosmic biomemory, which is responding to you, is only cleaning the fruit side, the white side. It will be drilling and drying. So the dedication you have is the thickness of the fruit, the thickness of the soft side. It means how much he drills and you become devoted, dedicated to the guru. So that is the fruit side, okay? To bring you to a certain level of devotion and dedication. So when all the dedication is exhausted, when the ingrained crushing is happening, that's where the terrible sound of the shell being crushed will be heard. Crack. You know how when coconuts crack, right? Boom, crack. So that sound means that ingrained crushing is happening. Ingrained crushing is happening. Your root patterns, your negativity is being crushed by the guru. So when that sound is heard, the microcosmic biomemory will not move further because the pattern already broken, right? It cannot move further. Only the macrocosmic biomemory will be pushing further. So the guru will work on your patterns or your negativity until you break the patterns. After that is broken, then the cosmic form of the Nithyananda takes over. Next slide. So, but one thing is the macrocosmic biomemory obeys prayer. Okay, so that is one thing you need to bear in mind. It obeys prayer. So if you feel the grinding is too much, just pray immediately. The macrocosmic biomemory will stop its grinding. Or you can say, no, I just want this to go on. Let it be done. Let me be done with it. Then it will go on. So basically when you pray to Swamiji, oh, this is too much, Swamiji, please stop. Then he will stop, So that is the compassionate dimension of the cosmic form of Nithyananda. So the macrocosmic biomemory obeys you if you pray sincerely. Means it is only your hand that is pushing further. Only the macrocosmic biomemory will be pushing. Means only the cosmic Nithyananda will be pushing. If you pray to it to stop, just say, please stop. It will stop and relax. It will give you the relaxation. Means what? You will wait. If you are not able to handle the grinding, the churning, and you pray for it to stop, it will stop so that you can relax. Okay? So, and another thing, the macrocosmic Nithyananda pushing will not even be known to the microcosmic Nithyananda. Understand? You may say, huh? Isn't it so fascinating? So the what I call it, the source form of Nithyananda will, whatever that source is doing, will not be known to the microcosmic form of Nithyananda. Okay? He said, I do not know. I know the pushing is happening, that's all. I do not know how it is happening. Okay? So listen very carefully. This is very interesting. Then you will not be struggling. How come like this? When you understand this insight. Next slide. So in me, the microcosmic biomemory is the Jiva Atma, and the macrocosmic biomemory is the Param Atma. Okay, so it's Jiva means the individual soul, the Parama is the cosmic soul. Okay, so there's no personal DNA in me. This body has no memory. That is why I defy all the known DNA rules and concepts. That's why if you put Swamiji's body to a laboratory scientific test, you will see a lot of his DNA will defy all the rules and all the concept that is out there in the scientific world, because he does not represent the normal human body in many levels. So only when the macrocosmic biomemory wants to express something, it downloads that information into the microcosm, which is this body, the guru in form. Only that is there. I have no work. I have no work other than expressing that. So when that happens, that's why if we observe when Swamiji come down in the morning for darshan, then he gives live satsang. He say, oh, today's message from Paramashiva, right? Same thing. This is what is happening when he's sitting. That downloading is happening, and information is sent to this form to deliver to the world as a Jagat Guru, as the Guru for the entire world or universe. So he said, then he will do the job of delivering or expressing that. Understand? So he said the cosmic Nithyananda is concerned about you. Paramashiva is concerned about you. So the microcosmic biomemory is concerned about you. Otherwise, it does not need to send information to the microcosmic biomemory and make it express that to you. Understand? Of course, it's concerned. Let's say so much violence or the dharma is getting destroyed or threatened. So that cosmic form of Nithyananda has to come down, has to send the information to this microcosmic biomemory, which is the Guru, and express it to you. It means to all of us. Okay. So if you're sitting somewhere hiding from me, let's say you are incomplete with Guru and you are hiding from him, then I send somebody to call you and be very clear. The microcosmic biomemory is calling you. Okay. Oh my God. Isn't it interesting? So because with so much things happening, where does that microcosmic memory have the time to do it, right? Imagine Swamiji's life. He hardly sleep, right? He probably rests only like 4 hours per day because, for puja and doing his routine and all that. But other than that, he works like 20 hours per day. So he has got so much happening, and now he's basically managing a nation, right? He's in a nation building mode. So imagine how come, he's probably filled with too many things to take care. But sometimes when that cosmic form of Nithyananda send the message to him and ask him to call you or to bring you, be very clear that Paramashiva is calling you. Understand? So that's what he revealed. So where is the place or time for all these things, right? Because he himself is very busy. Next slide. So he said that is why many times I perform action without thinking about them logically. But you know exactly why it happened. I do not know the reason, but you know the reason. Have you all experienced that? That Swamiji delivered that for me, like for you, because you're struggling with something. Maybe you pray to Paramashiva and then suddenly, the answer came through Swamiji. Because you're praying to that cosmic form. Okay? So the problem is you think that I also know the reason. That is where the problem happens. when you think I also know the reason, you start abusing me, thinking that I'm drilling you deliberately. No, this microcosmic biomemory is innocent. Leave me. Leave me alone. I'm just a messenger. It is the macrocosmic biomemory which is playing this game. Paramashiva is playing this game. So, but as I say, a great thing about the macrocosmic biomemory is that it listens to your prayer immediately. So your prayer connection to the cosmic form of Nithyananda matters. How you pray to the source. If you say no, this is too much. Please wait. Let me just balance myself. I need time to complete. I need. This is going up to my eyeballs and I can't breathe. I'm feeling suffocated. I need. Please stop. Don't drill anymore. Then he say okay. Then he will wait. He will stop and wait till you're ready for the next round of grinding. So any delay is a waste of time, but he will wait for as long as you want. Okay? Let's say in many janmas of your soul, it tell Paramashiva, okay, I'm not ready to complete with you now. Let me go and take a few more births and get a bit more wiser with more intelligence. Then okay, then I you come and find me, something like that. He will just tell you, okay, we want to go and take some detour and waste time for a little bit because you're not ready. Okay, then you go a few more births and then suffer a few more and create more patterns and more karmas, and then again you realize, oh, it's not worth it. You want moksha, liberation. So then again, Guru happened. And this birth Guru happened in your life, and you remember, okay, now this time around, don't waste time. So if you say no, go ahead, you will open up. When you tell Paramashiva, you give the power attorney. Tell Paramashiva, do whatever you can, just finish it off quickly. I'm not going to, suffer anymore. Then he would do the work. I really experienced it myself, now that he mentioned about this. Oh God. Now that he reminded me. Because I said, you say like this, but it's not happening. Immediately within few months, oh God, it happened. Because I remember he mentioned about marriage, okay? Then I was like, it's not happening because he said I will live a life very different from what I was living. I remember in 2012, I went to ask in Akashic reading, Advaita revealed to me something that he said, the life that I'm living in the future will be very different. He didn't reveal exactly the details. He only gave a very vague answer. He said, the future, what you will be living, will be very different from what you're living now. Okay? So that was 2012 when I asked in the Akashic reading. Then in 2018, I said, after 6 years, still the same. I don't feel much different. Oh my God, within a few months, everything just came running because I asked, how come it's still the same? I'm ready. So when he said, oh, you're ready? Okay, come on, let's start the whole grinding. So then it started. Okay, next slide. This is true. I can vouch for that. Okay, so he said you also have both biomemories, the personal and the cosmic. Understand? Within you, you also have both dimensions, the macrocosmic version and the microcosmic version of you. So catch the macrocosmic biomemory, allow that to open up. That means the Paramashiva dimension of you to open up. Allow the Para-Amma DNA to open up in you. The ultimate, that will lead you to the ultimate experience of self-realization. So don't catch the microcosmic version of you, because this is going to be based on your patterns, what you go through in this birth, what conditioning you have from parents, society. So that is the miniature version, which is microcosmic, based on this body mind. But he said, no, catch the macrocosmic biomemory of you, which is the Paramashiva dimension. So the macrocosmic DNA holds all the extraordinary siddhis, powers, like flying and levitation, because when you suddenly realize that cosmic identity, your cosmic identity, then all the powers will open up. You will be able to levitate, you'll be able to fly, you'll be able to do all kinds of amazing feat. So, but that will be awakened only if the microcosmic biomemory is annihilated. It means destroyed. It means the body mind, the small, thinking that you are just this body mind need to be destroyed, right? Your ego needs to be destroyed. So awakening the macrocosmic DNA is the essence of spiritual practice. So why we are entering into spirituality? It is for this only to awaken the source in us, the macrocosmic DNA, which is sitting inside us waiting for it to be awakened. Understand? So during the grinding, when the guru is grinding you, whether it's the cosmic Nithyananda or the microcosmic Nithyananda, you need the love of a person who does not support your negativity. So he gives a very, very important insight. Listen, you need the love of a person who does not support your negativity. Because see, when you're surrounded surrounded by people who support your negativity, it means what? They're only there to destroy you. Only when you have true friend or true teammate, they are there to make you successful. It means destroy your negativity. Understand? So that this is an important thing. Sometimes you will get the wrong company. You get into the wrong company who gives you all love and support, who make you think that the lower version of you, who keep your patterns alive, who keeps your negativity alive, who keeps your low ideas about you alive. They will give you this kind of support, but they will support all your negative dimension, which is the microcosmic version of you. And that is the most dangerous thing for a guru. He said, no. That's why he said disciple and disciple relation will lead to hell. Understand? Because a disciple will not be able to awaken the macrocosmic dimension of you unless the disciple lead you to the guru and continue to increase your devotion and your seeking. Then that relationship is healthy, between disciple and disciple. So he said you need somebody who will give you the love, but will also constantly remind you to stand up on the positive side, to stand up on the positive side of you, to stand up on the master side. Okay, such a people. That's why a lot of Sangam devotees, right? When someone tries to stand up to make you look at, that means you do not support your negative side, you get angry with that person, you will become incomplete with that person. But understand that person is standing on the master side because the person wants you to realize your true self, the macrocosmic biomemory of you, which is the Paramashiva dimension of you. But you don't want, because you feel that the person is like also grinding you, like being ferocious with you, and you get incomplete with the person. And that is the most dangerous thing Swamiji said. Please be very clear. Feel blessed where you're surrounded by people, whether it's friends or devotee, Swamiji's disciple, who really support your positive side, support you to lead you to the ultimate. Okay, next slide. So let's do manana, contemplation, because today's this insight is very, very fascinating because you understand how master work on you. So then a lot of your doubts and questions will be answered just by today's insight. Then you understand, how come when I tell someone he seems he doesn't know, but whenever there's a cosmic version of him is sending him the download to inform you, then be very clear that is the message from the source. So he said the drilling goes on from both sides. One side is this, the microcosmic Nithyananda. The other side is the macrocosmic Nithyananda. I grant your identity from both sides. So understand how this whole dynamics of the guru-disciple relationship works from this insight. Okay? So now let's maybe contemplate for a few minutes to allow this insight to settle into your inner space and become part of you, so that you can start living it. You will not have all this doubt with the guru or this kind of confusion, because you know how eventually both the miniature version and the macro version will lead you to the ultimate. So let's sit with a few minutes of contemplation. Do manana. See, Swamiji say that listening, Shravana, which is listening to this great truth that he revealed. When you do manana, contemplate and allow that internalization, that means the truth to settle into your cognition, settle into your understanding, then you will be able to start living this truth and know how to respond to the guru when guru is, grinding you in this form. Let's say you go and do volunteering in Kumbh Mela, and in this project, he was grinding you, and you feel so suffocated because he's making you review all your patterns, make you, feel that whatever you're stuck, he's revealing to you. And then you want to run away. You feel, this is too much. I want to run away. I don't want to do this volunteering anymore. So this is what is happening. When you are aware that when you work, you come to the master, be very clear. He will churn you, will grind you from inside, and also the cosmic form of Nithyananda will grind from the outside. So both grinding will make you evolve and drop the ego. So that is very important, so that you know when things are happening inside you, your inner space or your life, you are very clear how to process it and not fall into powerlessness or incompletion with the guru. Because when you fall into incompletion with guru, means you're destroying yourself, because he's the one who is going to ultimately lead you to the liberation. But when you get incomplete with the guru, which means you're not able to allow him to work on you, you decide to fall on the pattern side, the ego side, instead of allowing the guru to work on your higher possibility. Okay, so that is the first insight for today, insight number 57. Clear? Give me a thumbs up. You understand what is happening when you have a guru in your life. So now let's enter into the next insight, insight 58. So he said, practicing the presence of God. So this is also another fascinating story. He tells a story. He said, I wanted to share a few truths about practicing the presence of God. So listen carefully. He said there was a beautiful story you all would have read in school, but here he wants to bring it up again. He said there was a guru who had 10 disciples, okay? And there was one chief disciple who's brilliant and highly spiritual. So naturally the guru gives more attention to this chief disciple, right? Because he's really brilliant and he's very, very spiritual and very reliable and a joy to be with. So the jealousy started among the other disciples. How come he always get all the attention from the master and we all don't have? So all this kind of thing happen when people start comparing. This is the problem. So all other disciples wanted to somehow defame this chief disciple who is getting too much attention from the master. Okay? And somehow they wanted to move him out of the master's attention. That means he want the master to fall on them, the attention be shifted to them instead of this chief disciple. So they came up with a with a scheme, a kind of plan. So let's go to the next slide and see what happened. So the guru is aware of what is happening. So the master also observed this. The master is aware of this jealousy that's going on among the disciples. So he observes everything, even though you think he sits with closed eyes, you think that he is in samadhi, he's not aware of what is happening. And he said he observed all the absurdity which goes on when he's sitting with closed eyes, or when people think he's sitting with closed eyes. When even his eyes is closed, his eyes never close. He's everywhere, he can see. Okay. So one day the guru wanted all the other disciples to know why he's giving more importance to this chief disciple, the sincere disciple who's really an amazing seeker. So he called everybody, come. And he gave all the disciples a test. This is where the guru gives tests. The guru always tests. So he gave each one of them a banana. Now take one banana. Okay. So everybody was handed with a banana, and then he told them, go and find a place and eat it where nobody can see you eating it. Okay. Go and find a place and eat the banana where nobody can see you eating it, where they cannot observe they cannot be observed by anyone when you're eating the banana. So this was the instruction by the master. Okay? So all the fellows ran here, ran there, hide, some in the kitchen, some hide in the pond, some hide outside the gate, some hide in the temple. Everywhere you can imagine, based on the disciples' imagination or creativity. So they just find places. It's just like have a kid, right? Hide and seek. Remember how we play hide and seek? When they say, okay, now start, or everyone run, disperse and go and hide somewhere else, okay? And then wait for the person to catch where we are hiding. So same thing, he gave one banana, the master gave one banana. I said, go and find a place and hide and eat the banana where you think nobody is able to see you, okay? So they all ate their banana and came back happily. Except the chief disciple. Everybody ate the banana, but the chief disciple still holding the banana. What happened? Come, let's read the next slide. So he came back with the banana on his hand and still not eating it. So all the disciples asked, hey, why do you not find a place to eat their banana? So they all questioned him, right? And the chief disciple said, just kept quiet. He just continued to hold the banana. And then the guru asked, do you not find any place where nobody was observing you? Then the disciple said very beautifully, he said, Master, I'm not able to find any place where God is not observing me, where God is not seeing me. I feel His presence everywhere. Okay? So this story is known to all of you as knowledge. Like, okay, you know that God is omnipresent, right? Omnipotent and omnipresent. Unfortunately, it has not become a wisdom in you. Even know that God is everywhere, but a lot of things you think that you do something nobody knows. So the story has multiple layers of meaning and understanding. You need to catch it. He say, understand there's no shortcut to spirituality or enlightenment. Swamiji once said that the quicker path is a straight path. It means you don't try to take the winding road or just to reach the enlightenment. Say that there's no shortcut. Don't take shortcut. It's straight path. They say a clear, intense awareness has to be imbibed in everything. You need to be aware, not selectively, oh, I just want to know this, the other one, I don't care, I'm not interested. No, you need to have intense awareness in everything. You have to iron out your complete 24 hours. 24 hours when you're doing different things, whether it's sleeping, eating, doing your work, or just meditating, doing your spiritual routine, whatever it is, you see that 24 hours which everybody has, with a clear understanding. You need to be clear about why you're doing certain things, how you're existing. 24 hours, practicing the presence of God in the body, your mind, and your action. Understand that God is everywhere. He knows what you're doing. He's aware of your thinking. He's aware of your patterns, your suffering, and even your action, decision. Okay? Next slide. So let's contemplate this insight, practicing the presence of God. So there's no shortcut, as what Swamiji said, to enlightenment. Don't think that, oh, I can take a shortcut so I can reach there quicker. Say, be intense in terms of awareness in everything. And you have to iron out with clear thinking. So clarity in your understanding and thinking comes only when you understand the truth, knowledge, right? When you see, before that, maybe you have fear of something. You don't want to do something because of the fear. But when you have clarity, clarity comes from what? When you understood the truth, right? You understood the truth, you have the right understanding and powerful cognition. Then comes the courage to do what you need to do. Before you have the clarity and understanding, be very clear, you'll be stuck with the fear pattern of not wanting to jump. So he say, practicing the presence of God in your body, mind, and your actions. So whatever you do, always remember the presence of God, and whatever decision you take, it is not outside His presence or His awareness. So if you understand this presence of God truth, please be very clear. You will not play all this stupid cunning game. You will not play all this waste time, things. You not do all these things that's wasting your time and just thinking that, oh, nobody knows. No, just you will drop all these silly things by the mind and become authentic, become innocent, because you know that the mind is the one that is creating all this mess in your life or trouble, suffering. Then you will realize that, okay, everything is known with the presence of God, so I cannot hide anymore. What's the point of hiding, right? Might as well just be straightforward. Might as well be transparent in front of Guru and in front of Paramashiva. Just be transparent. So tell that, okay, I know you're working on me at this moment. It's going to be a process. It's going to be, a journey that you're taking me on, and let it unfold itself. I'm not in a hurry, and I want to make sure that the whole journey is enjoyable, enlightening, and not filled with too much suffering. If you tell that to Paramashiva, he will make it happen. Let's say your journey to enlightenment, right? You say that, yes, maybe this now is too much. Just wait for me first. I feel that I need to take a breather. I need to have a pause first. Please don't grind anymore. Just have a pause. Okay, when you're ready, you tell him. So like this only, you become very, very, how would I say, honest and sincere when you talk to Paramashiva, just like in your prayer. In your prayer, you just say, okay, enough of this thing. Let's I know it's my mistake. Okay, let me just be done with that. When you finally come to terms with that kind of understanding or that kind of clarity, your conversation with God or your Guru is very different. You will not try to hide, or you will not try to create more delay or mess in your life. Because when you have all these patterns and all this thinking, you only delay your enlightenment, or you just postpone, or you just don't want to go and do the real work. So that's why he said there's no shortcut to spirituality or enlightenment for liberation. Do it with intense awareness, 24/7, every 24 hours with clarity. And when you understand the presence of God, He's inside you. He's also, in there, watching how your mind is working, and also in your action, whatever you do, He's always aware. Everything is recorded, so you cannot escape. Next slide. So now we enter into the third insight for today, which is insight number 59. Is Advaita the most powerful solution? So what is the Advaita? Advaita means oneness, okay? No, non-duality. So this came from Bhagavan Krishna, where he says very clearly in the book Bhagavad Gita, he says all life forms are part of your own self. So listen, all life forms are part of your own self. This is the ultimate truth. So all the life forms out there, whether it's a tree, animals, any species that you can find in the entire universe or in the entire planet Earth as well, they are part of your own self. When he talks about this self, he's talking about the cosmic biomemory of you, the source of who you are, right? So now understand, this is a very subtle subject, very subtle. It means, so you need to listen carefully and intensely, because these truths are so subtle, your brain need to have the groove to be able to decode or understand. Otherwise, you go above your head if you don't have the subtlety to decode what this truth is all about. That's why when Swamiji said, when you become vegetarian, your brain will be rewired to grasp all the subtle truth. Your brain groove will be rewired. That's why he said vegetarianism is the best lifestyle habit for enlightenment, because your subtle brain groove will be awakened. You'll be able to contemplate, you'll be able to grasp all this deeper truth when it's delivered to you by master, whether it's master who left the body in the form of books of teaching, or by your current living master. So that is the reason why Swamiji said that when you become vegetarian, it affects your consciousness, whatever you put in your mouth. So, but because of moham, okay, what is moham? Again and again, you lose the experience of the ultimate truth. You forget the truth again and again. This is what is happening. Forgetfulness. Forget again. The moha means the confusion, the delusion that destroys yourself. You forgot who you are again, and then again you fall into this trapping of this false identity that you created. Right? You created this identity as this body, mind, this form, in this birth. But you forgot the cosmic truth of who you are, because of this thing called moham. Moham means you are caught in the confusion and the delusion that destroy the self, the Paramashiva in you. So moham takes away the truth that all life forms are part of you. That is the truth of Advaita. Do not miss this truth. So when you know that all form is part of you, then the oneness can just happen easily. There's no more separation. Remember last week we had the insight say the separation is the source of all our suffering, right? The moment you feel separated, you feel that you're this body and if you're not connected to others, that starts the suffering. So same thing, the reverse is also true. When you start feeling that all the life forms are part of you, it means whether it's the ants, or whether it's a mosquito, whether it's the tree, or the cats, the dogs, all the animals that you can see on planet Earth, all life forms are part of you, or even all the marine life in the ocean, they are part of you. And how can you eat them when they're part of you? Understand? So this is so do not miss this truth. Next slide. So please understand, if you take a handful of clay, Swamiji give you an analogy. You take a handful of clay, understand it thoroughly, then you will know all the clay on planet Earth. Okay? Because you study the nature of the clay and you know how all the clay will behave on planet Earth, because clay is clay, right? So the clay in your hand is no different from clay anywhere else on planet Earth. Same thinking. Your life. When all life forms on planet Earth are the same as you, then the life in a body is no different from any life in any other body, whether it's a cow, whether it's a dog, whether it's a fish for that matter. So all life form, okay? So you may feel that you're almost understanding this, but not. How? Let's go to the next slide. See how Swamiji is taking us along with this powerful truth of Advaita. He said, actually, you do accept many times that all life forms are part of you. So sometimes you can accept this powerful cognition, and you're part of the all life forms. Okay, they are part of you. That's why Swamiji said you're in everything. Everything is in you. But some of you may have even experienced a glimpse of it. Like you suddenly feel, oh, you're expanded so big. Everything that you experience is like you. Like you're expanded so much that you feel the cosmic form of you. But the problem is you don't make your life critical decision based on this truth. This is the problem. You decide based on this small version of you, this body-mind version of you. So if you understand this ultimate truth, then, and not forgetting it. If you forgot about this, this is where you again fall into the ego mind. So when you need to make serious decision in your life, this truth is forgotten, right? When you forgot that the oneness, all life forms are part of you, you are in all life forms. So don't forget this Advaita truth whenever you're making very serious decision in your life. When you have fallen into the human mind, don't make those life critical decisions, because you will regret it. The decision you take will not be aligned to the cosmic truth. So as a result of that, maybe you make that decision out of greed, out of fear. And because you've forgotten this truth, obviously the decision made will come with certain implication, consequences. And then you realize that, oh, this is not the ending I want. This is not the result I want. Because you're not aligned to the truth, that's why you manifest something else other than what you really want. So because the cognizant you take of the problem becomes more powerful than the ultimate solution you carry in your inner space. Understand? If you decide, you believe this is what life is all about. Because Swamiji say again and again, you manifest what you believe. You don't manifest what you want. You may want something, but you believe on some wrong ideas, so you just create that. Understand? Next slide. So he said, all of us, okay, have thousands of ultimate solutions, whether it's love, compassion, joy, Advaita. But when a problem comes, when you need to take cognizant of some issue, when you are expected to make decisions, the problem looks more powerful to you than the ultimate solution. The spiritual truth you already carry inside you. You will forget when the problem starts. You'll forget. You already, know the solution. You'll forget. So the moment you encounter a problem, there's nothing but confusion inside you, and all your ultimate truths are forgotten. So don't entertain confusion. Don't entertain all this, don't make decisions out of confusion, because you're basing your cognizance from the lesser idea about you. So don't forget all this ultimate truth. When you imbibe and start living it, whatever decision you make will always be perfect, will always bring auspiciousness. So just be aware at the moment of crisis. Just drop the confusion that arises up inside you. Let's say you will fall into certain crisis, whether it's a lawsuit is here or you are in trouble in your job, whatever crisis you may have, or in a relationship in your family, etc., etc. And you're confused, you don't know what to do, and you're feeling like unsettled. He said you can have a spiritual solution for even a day-to-day problems in your life. He said Advaita is the most powerful spiritual solution you can give to yourself. Understand? Every time when you fall into confusion, powerlessness, or crisis, again bring back to this spiritual truth of Advaita. Everything is in you and you are in everything. So then from that understanding, see the problem with the different eyes. See with the Paramashiva's eyes than your human eye. Okay? So he said this is the most powerful solution, that you can solve all your problem with this one insight. Next slide. So let's contemplate now. If you have now encountered some kind of problem or confusion in your life now, it could be related to job, related to your spiritual growth, or it could be related to your health. Okay, anything that you're having a crisis now. Let's do for each individual of you. Please pick up something that you're stuck with. Okay, so apply this spiritual solution, Advaita, based on this cognition, and see you can find the answer to solve your problem. Shall we? So you can pick now. So we contemplate for a few minutes. Okay, so you can close your eyes. You can say, okay, I'm going to contemplate on this thing. I still haven't resolved it. It's bothering me. So now take this confusion or problem that you're facing now. Do the manana, contemplation on this issue based on this powerful spiritual solution, Advaita, and see you're able to get new clarity, new knowledge to be able to resolve this confusion in your life. Okay, so I give you a few minutes to do it when Swamiji is giving this powerful solution, spiritual solution. Just from the powerful cognition of Advaita, all life forms are part of you, and you're part of the whole, all life forms. Okay, so there's no separation. You're in everything, and everything is in you. Now, from this cognition, review the struggle or the confusion that you're having now in life at this moment, and see if you're able to bring clarity to your struggle, confusion. All right, relax. You can open your eyes now. We still have one final insight. Next slide. So we enter into the last insight for today, which is insight number 60. It said, don't be a guru widow. You might be wondering what guru widow. Good. So please provide listening. Who is guru widow? Suppose you have been a follower of a guru and that guru has left the body. Many of, like the disciple or devotee of, let's say, Ramana Maharishi or Sai Baba, all these masters who had left the body, okay? You used to follow this guru and the guru already left the body. He said, when you met another living master, you want to learn from him, but you go through the guilt of guru conflict. Oh, if I go to this living guru, would I feel that I have betrayed my previous guru? Because you feel that you may be betraying your guru by following another master. So you remain as a guru widow or widower. He said, missing the presence of a living master in your life. Because you cannot cross this hurdle, your mental block of this going to another living master. Because your guru has already left the body, so you think that, oh, I shouldn't go to another guru because I should remain loyal to your previous guru. Now, Swamiji give this insight, okay? Next slide. Understand, when your guru was in the body, what did he really want? He wanted you to grow continuously. So only if you don't catch a living master, you're disloyal to your guru, who is no longer in a body. I don't think any guru wants his disciple to be a widow or widower. Do not be a guru widow or widower. Your guru who loves you does not want you to be a guru widow or widower. You need to understand, discipleship is for you to grow. That is what guru expects, and you also expect. This is the official agreement between guru and disciple. So only if you don't take up living with a living master, you are disloyal to your guru, to your very discipleship. Understand? So the moment you have a guru, get initiated, and the guru discipleship itself becomes an independent intelligence. So now the discipleship needs to be kept alive. It can only happen if we go to a living master. Understand? A dead master can only give you teaching, but he cannot work on you. He cannot transmit the land to you because he already left the body. Only a living master whose lamb is lead, he can touch you. The touch of a living master is the transmission of the land, initiation. And that's why guru come down again and again, assume a body again and again for initiation, to initiate disciple. Understand? Next slide. So when a master is in a body, the whole organization is missionary, okay? It is alive, it has a mission, it has a purpose. Once he leaves the body, it just is machinery, it becomes part of a mission, but not. So he said, when the guru leaves the body, the mission becomes machinery, okay? So be part of a mission, not a machine. You're not a nut or bolt or gear, a dead master's machinery. Be a liver, intestine, brain, or the heart, means be part of a living master's sangha. Be part of a living master's mission in his sangha. That should be what you should evolve. If let's say your guru already left the body, that's why Swamiji had so many disciples of like Sri Sai Baba and all the some of the guru who left the body, because one of the ethics of gurus or master is that, let's say they have left the body and they're given initiation or promise to the disciple to lead them to the ultimate. They will guide them to another living master, hand over the disciple to the current living master. Because a current living master will then continue the job that needs to be done on this disciple. Understand? So he said, when I am in the body, all of you are my liver, intestine, brain, heart, and head. Sometimes headache, which is true, when you don't want to transform and you give him headache. So even if you are a headache, you are a part of a living organism. Being part of a living master's organism, a living master's mission is the best way to live. That's why Sangha is a master 33%. His body is made up of the 33%. 1/3 is Sangha. Okay? 1/3 is the Guru, then is teaching, and then Sangha. Okay? So, next slide. So unfortunately, human beings need someone in the human body to tell them what to do. They need to be told. So because of that, even when I'm sitting in this human body, this human form, screaming in such a loud voice, hey, don't do this, hey, do this, people don't listen. This is the problem. Then how do you expect that you will grow, you'll continue to grow when the master is no longer in the body, when the master already left the body? Even with a living guru, you ignore him. You think with a dead guru, you do the job? No, right? So that's why we need a living master to remind us, to be in our face. Hey, come back. Don't waste time. Don't forget what you're here for. So that is the truth. So when your master leaves his body, the first thing you need to do is pray to him to guide you to a living master. Understand? You will see how beautifully he guides you through a dream or the vision in some way. And once the living masters happen, the form of the old master disappear even from your vision or dream, because he is now constantly available, guiding you through this living master. This is how master work. They will guide their disciple to another living master. I remember once Mahayoga told me, she shared with many of the disciple devotees how she met Swamiji. So she's a disciple of Sri Sai Baba, okay, the old version, okay, and because that master is very easy to connect. So unfortunately, he left the body, and then so one day in her dream, like vision, she saw Sri Sai Baba and Swamiji together, and they came to her to help her because she was having some kind of health issue. She was bleeding a lot. Okay, I think she had some polycystic cyst. She had some growth in her uterus, and she was having a lot of bleeding. And in that, in a half coma state, that means half asleep because of the excessive blood loss. She was falling into like a coma state, and in that coma state, I remember she saw these two masters. First, of course, she hasn't met Swamiji yet. She only met he only knows the Sri Sai Baba. Okay, but so she was curious with this young master, which is next to the Sri Sai Baba in the vision. Okay, and then later on, after she came out of that, that whole health problem, it means was sent to the hospital and things like that. Then finally, when he met Swamiji, then he just know that the master has guided her to a living master, okay, and led her to the living master in the vision. So when you're led to a new living master, don't resist. Don't feel this guilt that, oh, how can I leave my previous master and go to a new master? No. You should go to a living master, because only a living master can train you and give you enlightenment. Dead master can't do it because they They cannot transmit the lamp when they don't have a body. This enlightenment can only be transmitted when you are in the physical body. Okay? Next slide. So now let's enter into a short meditation. Contemplate on whatever Bhagavan has revealed today for 11 minutes. So we just sit and just whatever these 4 insights, whichever that you're able to resonate, that you feel you're going to imbibe and let it become part of you. Okay, so let's do this 11 minutes manana, meditation. Okay, dhyana. You ready? So close the eyes. You have the eye band. Please go and take the eye band. Yes. Let's take the eye band. So close the eyes. Sit now. I'll play the Mahavakya. Contemplate on the 4 insights, whichever you pick that resonated in you. Allow that insight, the powerful cognition, to be internalized. Allow the seed of that truth to settle down in your inner space and allow it to sprout, so that it becomes part of you, your cognition, part of your buddhi, intelligence. relax. Time's up. Open your eyes slowly, very slowly open your eyes. Anyone want to share what you got from this insight, today's contemplation and meditation? I hope you've had something, you received something from today's session and you're able to shift in your cognition. You can type on the chat if you want, otherwise you can share that with me, you can unmute. Anyone had anything to share? No? Have you been, Paul, you have something to share?
Yep. Yeah, I think the point that the click that I got most was, yeah, like I'm in every life form, and even like, you know, the people that we meet, even if let's say, you know, like it stirs certain emotions. Let's say, wow, this person, but how come very irritating or whatever, or even let's say even with my mom, I also realized that yeah, how come sometimes whatever I tell her, like 1 minute later she forgets and then she asks me the same thing, you know. So there are all sorts of some trying situations that, but then just now I realized that yeah, I mean, she's also reflecting a certain side, a certain part of me. Yeah, it could be also reflecting, let's say, my impatience, my restlessness. So then I realized that, yeah, I mean, I should then ask myself what are the lessons that Swamiji wants me to learn. Yeah, and to basically be, because you know I just came back from overseas, so it was really nice. I mean, like really being in oneness, you know, with nature, with everything around. And yes, I do realize that I must admit that, yeah, I went to eat, you know, like meat and seafood, and after that I really do realize that all the anger, that violence, that negative emotions are all stirred up. So I mean, I experienced it firsthand that, oh, okay, after eating all this, you know, all my desires and all those things flare up as well.
So you can see how your diet impact your consciousness, huh? Yeah, that's good. So, see, one of the cognition that that kind of stood out for me was surround yourself with people who will tell you your negative side. Don't try to surround with people who only tell you, who keep your negative side. If you're a seeker, what kind of people you should surround with so that they constantly remind you of your ultimate possibility, remind you of, not to give powers or life to your negativity or your patterns. Understand? Yes? So feel blessed you have these kind of people around you who are never going to give you up, who lead you to the master, again remind you to be on the master's side, remind you to your ultimate purpose. Okay? Yes. So with that, shall we conclude? Thank you all for joining. We'll see you again next week. I think yesterday was the last day of Paramashivam. Swamiji said take a 5-day break, then we'll be back for the next, it's okay. So we don't have the latest. So I think the next season of Paramashivam will start in
23rd. I wrote down, I asked already, 23rd.
23rd, huh? Okay. So the flyer is not out yet, right?
No, flyer not out.
Okay, great. So then, so Look forward to seeing you not on the 20th. I haven't updated this. Okay, next lesson is lesson 16. Okay, so another on the 27th of November. So with that, let's conclude with the Puna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sauvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Paruka Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, Nithyanandam. See you next week. Have a good day, good evening.
You don't shut down the Zoom, I will shut down.